Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Emaan. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you? I'm so sorry for those technical difficulties.
No, it happens. It happens. It's totally fine. Totally fine.
Okay, good. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so excited to have you on Girl Talk. This has been a talk that I've been looking forward to, and you've just been such a supporter of ours. And I'm just so grateful that you would come on and share your journey with us and have our community learn more about you and the incredible things that you're doing. For those in the KETISH community that don't follow you or that haven't had the chance to discover you yet on Instagram or different social channels, I just wanted to give you a little introduction. You are a huge influence here, especially here in the Middle East. You're a motivational speaker and a fashion stylist, which I'm gonna have to take some tips from you because I don't know if you've noticed, but I only wear black. I wear no color. But I love your channels because you encourage women not only to live their life in full color, but you encourage them to live life fearlessly and courageously and without self-doubt. And I think a lot of that has to do with your own journey. You're a 3-time cancer survivor, and just the way that you pour positivity and encouragement through your channels. I think it has a lot to do with what you've been through. And so if you wouldn't mind sharing just a bit around your journey, your cancer journey, and how that has changed your outlook on life.
First of all, thank you so much, Emaan. And Yani, there are goosebumps because whenever I see someone that went through my story, through my channels, and studied me very well, I feel like, okay, you are doing good, girl, Yani. So thank you so much, Emaan. Yes, I'm super excited for this interview because it's the first time to share a lot of topics I have never ever shared before, or maybe it was like quick snaps and between the lines, but some topics I'm going to share it today with you. It's the first time I will talk openly from a spiritual perspective, a woman to a woman, girls talk as your show its name. Yes, I'm a 3-time cancer survivor, and I'm super proud to be called a 3-time cancer survivor. Whenever I'm in an interview, they keep on like, introduce yourself. I'm like, Yasmin Yousri, I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. So it's like, you are not working, you're not doing anything. No, I'm a fashion stylist, I'm an art director, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm doing everything what I love, but I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. I recall that I had an interview like maybe 12 years ago, and the guy who was interviewing me, he told me, what was your accomplishment till Yani, so that he wants Yani, so that I can get the job. I told him I fought cancer twice. He was like looking to me, this is not an achievement. No, for me it's an achievement.
Wow.
For me it's an achievement. So since then I wanted to keep on like saying that I am a cancer survivor. It's something I'm proud of. It's something achievement. I know achievement may vary from a person to another, but to achieve, to fight something for your life, to live, this is something big. So and I went through a lot within the journey. The 5 years, it wasn't, they weren't that easy. And till now, as we, in our description for our talk together, I have a long-term side effects from this journey. So yeah. So yeah, we can now start this. So yes.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, to hear you say that, like that is a defining thing for a person to survive something like cancer, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. It's such an accomplishment. And I truly feel like it's your positivity and your strength that has allowed you to beat it 3 times. And I think that that's incredible. And I'm, to know, I am so proud to know you. And I'm really happy that you're being vulnerable enough to share the things that you went through. I know that when we talked in the past, you mentioned that it not only affected your overall health, but it really affected your feminine health. What was that like for you, and what changes did you see when it came to your feminine health specifically?
When cancer relapsed or hit me the second time, I went to the doctor, and actually my mom, she asked him, will it affected her capability or ability to have children? So he said a very important thing is, the most important is your health. The most important thing is to live. Any other thing can happen or can come afterwards. It was 2009. And the egg freezing was still in Egypt. Still, it's in the beginning. It wasn't that spreading that at that time. And he told me, if we were going to wait to freeze your eggs, the cancer might become more aggressive. So for the doctors, is that the most important thing is that the cancer patient, to start its treatment right now, as soon as possible, because of the cancer cells, they are very, very active. Mm-hmm. And they can go all over your body. And I started the treatment, and I didn't think about anything about having children or my hormones, or because I have to live. Then if I lived, so it's a miracle, and anything can happen. Then the cancer hit me third time after 2 years after my bone marrow transplant. In total of the 3 times cancer journey, I have almost 32 chemotherapy, 36 radiotherapy sessions, a bone marrow transplant, chemo pills. So for sure, no hormones. I went to a lot of gynecologists, not only one, maybe 2 or 3, and they told me, you have no hope to have children. You have no eggs reserved. You are almost no hormones. If you want to have children, or at least start to have your feminine hormones, you're going to have supplements. I was 30 years or 31, and I didn't have my menstrual cycle. Khalas, it's done. No period. So I asked the gynecologist, so what if I didn't took my supplements or the vitamins or the medications so that I can have estrogen or the women's hormones? He told me, your hair will be get thinned, your skin will be dry, you're going to feel not comfortable, no period. So I was like, when he said like no period, oh wow, relieved, it's fine. But about my hair, I told him I lost it 4 times. So if still I have hair, this is a bless. About the skin dryness, okay, I have burns from the chemotherapy. I have the radiotherapy, it caused dryness. So if it will be much better, so this is a plus. I don't want to take any pills. I don't want to take any more medication. I don't want to wake up to see my watch or like my time. This is the time for this supplement. For no more. I used to have 60 pills daily when I was fighting cancer. So I don't want to take any medication for any reason. I want to live my life, and if this is my destiny, so I have to adapt myself on it. I have to, my body will adapt itself with its new norm. And since my body has the capability to fight the cancer, so it can adapt itself for any changes. And actually that really happened. I'm like 10 years now, early menopause in my 30s, no hormones. I think I don't have any hormones. I can't feel the hormonal, maybe in the beginning I felt the hormonal imbalance, but now, no. Sometimes I keep on like talking to my mom, I saying to her, I feel that I'm a soul. I'm not that body, I'm a soul that breathing, because no hormones. And the good thing that me and my mom, we are now sharing together what's happening in our bodies. There is different age difference, but we are sharing together. We keep on like in a funny talk, like, oh, I have hot flashes, oh my God, we are tired, oh my bones. But I think I'm encouraging her that she feels that she's still young, but I never feel that I am old. I'm turning 40 next month, maybe in 2 weeks or something, and I have never felt that, that happy, that excited for the coming life. Yeah, I'm talking that much, right?
No, I mean, I could listen to you for hours and hours. I could just sit here and listen.
Thank you.
I think what you have gone through, you know, first of all, I think it is beautiful that you're able to talk about it and to talk about it so openly. There's so many women that might go through similar situations like infertility that is caused by cancer treatment, or maybe just, you know, her natural body, she's unable to have children, or, you know, the changes that women go throughout our lives, whether it be menopause or postpartum depression. There's so much that we go through hormonally, and it really, it takes a toll. So I think it's beautiful that you and your mom have been able to share this, and especially in our culture where, you know, we don't really talk about these things, and maybe we don't talk about it with our moms. And so I think that it's really beautiful that you're both able to share that. But I can imagine that outside of that, it really has taken maybe a toll emotionally and mentally on you. What are ways in which you've been able to cope emotionally with these changes? What's some pieces of advice that you would give to other women that are going through, you know, similar changes or similar situations?
I learned something from my cancer journey. 5 years, actually, I was like isolated from people. Yeah, I have friends. I used to have friends that come and visit me, family members, all this. But there are some days, or the journey itself, only the cancer patients or any patient, they will understand that we are mentally, we are in different universe. We wanted to overcome, to get cured, and then what will happen afterwards. So I decided once, back then, if I'm going to fight the cancer and I will be healthy again, I'm going to speak up. Nothing will stop me, because if the cancer, I got cancer because of the stress of, because of overthinking, because of like, if someone said to me something that it can hurt me, I never tell him that hurt me. So when I decided to speak up, emotionally, I feel that I'm relieved. My body is relieved. Speak up, tell whatever you feel, to strangers, to friends, because we have this flashes that comes to our mind, that of our sleeping in hospitals, the medicine, the chemotherapy. No one is going to have the treatment, they're going to have the treatment in يعني not يعني مش عارف, I can't say it like
it's okay, you can say it in
instead of
Arabic.
yourself.
We'll
Yeah,
translate.
yeah,
I'll
instead of
translate.
yourself, يعني. Yeah, so I decided to speak up, and I always I'm honest. I'm a 3 times cancer survivor. I have early menopause, infertility, something that's out of my hands. So why should I have to be judged for? Why should I have to be punished for? This is something happened. I didn't plan for it. I was a normal girl, a normal woman. If like medically, I have my menstrual cycle every month comes normally, but all this happens because something out of my hands. So when I try to control this, or when I worked with this mentally and emotionally, I felt that I'm happy. I'm happy of what I'm in place now. I'm happy that I'm honest with myself. Because if you are honest with yourself, your body will be healthy, your mind will be healthy, your soul will be healthy, your surroundings will be healthy, because you're going to know the right people, and the right people are going to be right to yourself. And yeah, this is how I adapted myself in my environment.
Yeah, I love that. I love what you said. I mean, I think that there's such power in being authentic and accepting what a situation is, accepting that, you know, if you continue to live in the negative, it can cause more harm to your mind, your body, your soul. And I think that's a big reason why, you know, I'm so passionate about this brand, because it gives women an opportunity to finally have a place where we can talk about these things, and we can be open and honest, and we can see one another, and we can see similarities in one another, and support one another, and encourage one another. Because I think that that's also a big part of healing and acceptance, is feeling like you're not alone, and feeling like, you know, you're supported. So I know that
in our region and in our culture. Yes.
Right. Yeah, there's so much that still happens, especially here in the region, that causes women to feel like they can't really speak about these things. So I appreciate you for opening up the conversation and encouraging women to feel strength in their journeys as well. And you're right. I think that there still is so much room for growth, especially here in the Middle East, and women that are I think women from all cultures, but specifically around this region. And you grew up between Dubai or in Egypt, but you also have spent a lot of time here.
I was raised here in Dubai.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like between Dubai and Egypt. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say are some of the things that you think still need to change around, you know, just even the conversation around feminine health, or the way that the way the mentality is around feminine health? What do you think are those changes that still need to happen?
You said a very nice word, the acceptance. Feminine health. I had an interview, and she's a friend of mine, and she's a cancer survivor. And in her interview, she was like opening up and sharing that the most important thing for her was the infertility and her children. And I was like sitting beside her, and she looked at me, and she knows my story, and she looked at me and she told me, I don't know how you are doing this, how you are living with all what you are having. I told her, I'm accepting it. So we are here in the region. We have a pressure to be perfect. We have the pressure to be beautiful. They are putting a beautiful standards that it takes a lot of energy to reach to it. So that's why now most of the social media or social channels, most of the women now, they are like talking, and me recently, the imperfection is beauty. Be different. Don't follow the flow. Be the head, be the leader. I don't put that much makeup. I wear whatever I like, because as I said in the beginning of the interview, my hair is a bless, my nails are blessed, my skin is a bless. So I knew the blessing of each organ in my body, and I knew that anything can harm it. And by the way, this year was the first year I tried the Botox and the fillers only from like curiosity. And that's it. Yani curiosity, and I read a lot, and I asked my oncologist and my doctor and everything. So only this year, but anything else? No, I didn't dye my hair like 15 years since I had the cancer. I haven't dyed my hair ever. So as I said, we have like a lot of pressure to being perfect, to be beautiful, to be feminine. It doesn't mean that I don't have hormones or I have like hormonal imbalance, that I'm not a feminine, that I'm not a woman. No, still I can feel like a woman. I am a woman. I have body parts like a woman. Infertility, it's not like or having kids or having children means you are not a woman or a woman. It doesn't measure your femininity. So and actually this is not only in our culture, it's also from the mentality from the oldest generation, older generation, that if a woman that can't have children, she has something wrong with herself. She's not a woman. And so I'm trying to change, maybe in a small scope or small surroundings, small my people, but it's very difficult. It's very hard accepting content about what you are in. It's really, really very hard, because we are not all the same. We don't have the same mentality. We don't have the same mindset. And I think you know more about when you talked about your PCOS, and we are not the same in dealing with traumas. And I feel that I'm lucky, and I'm blessed, and that God had this strength in me to accept what I am. And yeah, I'm also talking that much. Too much.
No. No, it's great. I mean, what you're saying is so true. And I feel like so many women need the permission to open their minds to be different and to feel okay in being different. There's so many women that maybe they don't want to have children. Maybe they're unable to have children, and they struggle within themselves because of the pressure that society puts on them. And I think that it's so important for us as women to have conversations like these, and to help women with the acceptance and with, you know, the notion that it's okay to be different. It's okay to not have the desire, or to not have the ability. You're still a whole, beautiful, amazing person. And you bring so much value to life and to people around you, regardless of, you know, what it is that's going on with your reproductive health. So I think that's beautiful. And so I know that we're running out of time. But before we go,
yeah.
I could honestly, we need to go to lunch or dinner or something, because I could talk to you forever.
Please do, yeah. I would love to, yeah.
And we need to celebrate our birthdays. My birthday is November 1st. When is your birthday?
Oh, November 12th.
Ah,
We are mates.
yeah.
Scorpio.
We'll have to go celebrate with some dinner. But before I let you go, I wanted to ask you 2 more questions. These are the rapid fire questions that I usually end every girl talk with. And so I wanted to ask, what is your favorite quote? And it could be in Arabic too. It's okay.
It's not a favorite, maybe it's a phrase or something that nothing to lose. This is number 1, that I have nothing to lose. Rises from ashes, because my spiritual animal, which I love, is the phoenix. And for me, yeah, I feel that it symbolize my life, rises from ashes. And failure is never, it's never the end of anything. Like, you can fail once and rise again. So this is my life beliefs. And I think, yeah, I'm going well with all this, with these 3 phrases. Yeah, so what's the second one?
The second question is, if you could go back and tell your 16-year-old self, so your teenager self, one piece of advice, what would you say?
I love this life, will be very excited. Stay tuned. No. My advice is let it go. Let it go. Because when I go back, I was like a very sensitive girl, very stressed. But now, let it go. Don't overstress yourself. Don't build the great expectations on anyone ever. And let it go. Live your life.
That's beautiful. I love that. Oh, thank you so much. This was so fun. We're going to have to do this again. Please come back anytime. And we're going to have to figure out the live and get it to work next time.
Yes.
But thank you. I really, really appreciate you. You're so inspiring. You're so beautiful. I'm like, I have a total friend crush on you. And so we're going to have to go to dinner soon.
Yeah, we're going to meet up soon for our birthdays. And thank you so much for your brand, for quickies. You saved our lives. You saved the menopaused woman now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And keep.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oops. I think it muted. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much. And if you need more quickies, you just let me know. I'll send you more.
For sure. Thank you, Emaan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just say bye.
See you. Bye.